Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's that time again for us to do our daily Major League Baseball predictions. We're going to go over every game for today, Thursday, August 14th. We're going to break down all 7 of our matchups, look at the pitching, the hitting, and try to predict the outcome for every single game. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final scores might be, and we'll also take an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. This is the place. If you are a baseball fan, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? What are your predictions today? Make sure to drop a comment. I will respond to every single one of them. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. We go over every game, every single day, this entire baseball season. And don't forget, football season is just around the corner. NFL season, college football season. Once the football season starts, we do the same thing as well. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's not waste any more time, though. Let's start running through these games. There's only 7 ones today. A lot of teams are resting, but we still have 7 really good games. The very first one is going to be on MLB Network at 1:05 p.m. The 67-53 Seattle Mariners, one of the hottest teams in baseball, one of the most rounded, reliable offenses in baseball. They can do a little bit of everything. They have power, they have speed, they can hit for average, they draw walks. They're on the road here versus the 53-66 Baltimore Orioles. They don't have the best record. One thing the Orioles do, it is definitely not pitching. They're not a good pitching team, but they can score some runs. They hit a lot of home runs. Whenever you hit home runs, you always have a puncher's shot. Right now, the Orioles 51.1% chance to win. Seattle a 48.9%, so practically a 50-50 split with the fans. The Mariners are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Seattle's minus 130. Baltimore right now plus 110. The Mariners 4.6 runs a game, 243 batting average for the team, 171 home runs. That is top 5 overall in the majors. 126 steals, that's also top 5. Like I just said, they can do everything, speed and power. Dangerous combination, and they're only giving up 3.78 runs a game, which is 1 full run less than the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles offense, 4.2 runs per game on average, 239 batting average, 144 home runs, 81 steals, and 4.82 runs a game. They give up a lot of runs. On the mound right now for the Mariners, you have Logan Evans, 6-4 record, 4.36 ERA, 74.1 innings, 57 strikeouts. He's given up 13 home runs. Then you have Sagano going for the Orioles. Started out the season really hot. Not the best pitching the last month or so, but overall solid pitcher. One of their better starting pitchers. He has a 9-5 record, 4.24 ERA, 121 innings, 80 strikeouts. Not a strikeout pitcher. He has given up 21 home runs. That's a little concerning there. That is a lot of home runs here for a pitcher. Looking at this game, with it being a 50-50 matchup, this is one of those ones that can honestly go either way. You can make a very strong, valid case for either one of these ball clubs to walk away with the win. Give me the home team. Give me the Orioles winning this one, going with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over here. 3:07 p.m., the 68-51 Chicago Cubs, second place in the NL Central, really wanting to go on a long winning streak here. They have to catch up to the Brewers, but one of the best overall offenses in baseball. They're on the road versus the 70-51 Toronto Blue Jays. Might be the second hottest team in baseball the last month, right behind the Brewers. Toronto, they don't have the best pitching, but they are scoring a lot of runs right now, hitting a lot of home runs, the number 1 batting average in baseball. The Blue Jays, first place in the AL East. The Cubs, second place in the NL Central. Chicago, 58.2% chance to win this one on the road. The Blue Jays, a 41.8% chance at home. The Cubs are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Chicago minus 105. Toronto minus 115. So Vegas is saying both of these teams also have a shot. The Cubs offense, one of the best in baseball. 5.1 runs per game, 253 batting average, 167 home runs, a lot of power, 125 steals. That's top 5 in steals, and 3.89 runs a game. Toronto, 4.9 runs per game, a 270 team batting average. Number 1 in the majors. It is not even close. This team can hit. They have 0 issues getting guys on base. 139 home runs, 56 steals, and 4.25 runs a game. Pitching for the Cubs, Matthew Boyd, a very underappreciated season. Top 5 overall in baseball for ERA, 11-5 record, a 2.45 ERA, 135.2 innings, 121 strikeouts, only 11 home runs given up in 22 starts. Max Scherzer on the mound for the Blue Jays, one of the best pitchers of the last 2 decades. He's basically just pitching right now just for Hall of Fame stats. He's already a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's just adding to those totals, climbing up the list. 2-2 record, 4.21 ERA, 47 innings, 49 strikeouts. He's a guy you want him for once you get to the playoffs, but the number that stands out to me, he's given up 10 home runs in 47 innings. I don't like those numbers. I don't like that control. Give me Matthew Boyd. Give me the Cubs to win this one to cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under here. At 6:40 p.m., the 58 and 62 Miami Marlins versus the 62 and 57 Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians, second place in the NL Central, Miami, third place in the NL East. Both of these teams were two of the hottest teams of last month. Miami was 15 games under 500, fought their way all the way back to 1 game under 500, lost a couple games. They pulled off the upset yesterday. We weren't surprised. We did pick them the upset the Guardians yesterday. But either way, the Guardians are also hot. They were well under 500. Now, even with the loss yesterday, they're 5 games over 500. This is a game here between two offenses that right now are successfully hitting the ball. The Guardians, 52.6% chance to win. The Marlins, a 47.4% chance to win. Cleveland's 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over-under. Miami plus 105. Cleveland minus 125. The big question here, can the Marlins continue that momentum they gained from that win yesterday? They're averaging 4.3 runs per game, 251 average, 113 home runs, 97 steals, and a 4.52 runs a game. The Guardians, with the offense starting to swing some hotter bats right now, 4.0 runs a game, 228 batting average. They have to get that batting average up. 126 home runs, 90 steals, and a 3.81 runs a game. The Guardians have the edge pitching-wise. The Marlins overall have the edge lineup-wise. On the mound for Miami, Edward Cabrera. Great underappreciated season. 6-5 record, a 3.08 ERA, 108 innings, 114 strikeouts. He's definitely a strikeout pitcher. You have to make sure you have your contact on. Tanner Beebe going for Cleveland. 8-9 record of 4.6 ERA, 131 innings, 119 strikeouts. He's given up 22 home runs, a little susceptible to a long ball, 128 hits given up overall. He does put guys on base here. I'm going to go with Miami again, pulling off the upset win. Give me the plus 1.5. Give me the over. And our next game is an NL East versus NL East matchup, and I'm just going to say it like it is. This is an under-the-radar, very competitive game to me. 6:45 p.m., NL East Philadelphia Phillies versus NL East Washington Nationals. The Phillies 69 and 51, first place in the NL East. The Nationals 48 and 72, fifth place in the NL East. But do not underestimate the Nationals here. One of their better pitchers going. This is actually a very scrappy team. Interim coach. They can score some runs, but they also give up a buttload of runs. The Nationals a 49.2% chance to win. The Phillies a 50.8. So again, with the fan vote, practically a 50-50 split right down the middle. Basically a pick 'em. Right now, the Phillies 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Philadelphia's minus 210. Washington plus 175. So the fans are split. Vegas is saying the Phillies are heavy favorites. Philadelphia, veteran, experienced team. One of the better, more disciplined lineups in baseball. One of the highest hit contact ratios. One of the highest walk ratios. They're averaging 4.7 runs a game. 254 batting average, 143 home runs, 98 steals, and 3.7 runs a game. Once they get their full starting pitching back to being healthy, in my opinion, they do have the deepest rotation in baseball. The Nationals, 4.3 runs per game, 244 average, 115 home runs, 100 steals. At least they have a balanced offense. Not a bad offense. It's the pitching, getting a 5.36 runs a game. Awful pitching right now. They got to get that under control. It's not just the starting rotation. It is also the bullpen. But Brad Lord's pitching for Washington. This team can't pitch. That is not Brad Lord's problem. He's having a great season so far. If he has the lead, though, can the bullpen hold it for him? That's the big question. 3-6 record for him. 3.28 ERA, 85 innings, 70 strikeouts, only 7 home runs given up, good control. Jesus Luzardo on the mound for the Phillies. 11-5 record of 4.2 ERA, 133 innings, 151 strikeouts. He is a strikeout pitcher. Give me the strikeouts. Give me Washington struggling to make decent contact with the ball today. Phillies win. They cover the spread. I'm going to go with the over. 7:10 p.m., another NL East versus NL East matchup. These teams are very familiar with one another. Going down the stretch, it's going to make for some great baseball. The 51 and 68 Atlanta Braves. I've been saying it for like 3 weeks now. What happened to the Braves? No one knows. If you do know, make sure to drop your opinion down in the comment section. They'll be playing the 64 and 55 New York Mets. Their sworn rivals here. The Mets, and they need some wins bad. They need some momentum. They need to go on a very long winning streak. They have to be competitive down the stretch. They're behind the Phillies. The Reds are on their heels. There is no options here. They have to start playing more consistent baseball. New York, 68.4% chance to win. Second place in the NL East. Atlanta, 31.6% chance to win. The Mets are 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over-under. Atlanta plus 155. New York minus 185. The Braves, they averaging 4.2 runs a game. hitting 242, 133 home runs, 58 steals, and a 4.29 runs a game. That number keeps climbing. The pitching, it is getting less and less reliable every single week. The Mets, 4.4 runs per game. They actually scored some runs the other day. 241 batting average, 153 home runs. Overall solid power. It's just very streaky. 93 steals and a 3.68 runs a game. Bryce Elder on the mound for the Braves, 4.9 record, 6.12 ERA, 100 innings, 81 strikeouts. He's given up 18 home runs. He has given up 117 hits in 100 innings. So he is putting guys on base. Then you have Senga on the mound for the Mets, their ace. They need some innings out of him. He hasn't been going very deep. They need him to eat up some innings. Conserve that bullpen. 7-4 record, 2.3 ERA, 94 innings, 88 strikeouts, only 9 home runs given up. Give me the Mets to pull off the win here to close this series out to cover the spread. I'm going to go with the over. And then moving back over to the American League at 7:40 p.m., the 70-52 Detroit Tigers, they finally got their mojo back playing good baseball. First place in the AL Central. They're visiting the 56-63 Minnesota Twins, fourth place in the AL Central. Twins lost some of their best pieces here. They still have an offense, though. They have a 34.8% chance to win at home. Detroit, a 65.2% chance to win. The Tigers are 1.5 run favorites. 7.5 over-under. Detroit minus 205. Minnesota plus 170. The Tigers are averaging 4.8 runs a game, hitting 250, 157 home runs, 51 steals, and a 3.84 runs a game. The Twins average 4.2 runs per game, 239 batting average, 140 home runs, 58 steals, and a 4.31 runs per game. On the mound for the Tigers, they have their best pitcher, one of the best pitchers in baseball. Some have this guy as the front runner for the American League Cy Young. Skubal on the mound, 11-3 record, 2.35 ERA, 145.1 innings, 187 strikeouts. Those are great elite numbers. Going up against Bailey Ober, who is much better than he's been pitching this season. 4-7 record, 5.16 ERA, 103 innings, 82 strikeouts. He's given up 23 home runs, 24 walks, as many home runs as walks. That is never a good sign here. Tigers have the hot bats right now. Tigers have Skubal on the mound. Give me Detroit winning this one, covering the spread. I'm going to go with the under, surprisingly, this game. And to close out today's picks on Fox Sports 1 at 8:40 p.m., a little bit of a West Side matchup. The 59-62 Arizona Diamondbacks, they don't have some of their best peaches. They can still score a lot of runs here. They'll be playing the 32-88 Colorado Rockies, the worst team in baseball here. One thing the Rockies do, they hit home runs. They're just, unfortunately, mostly solo home runs, and they have the worst pitching in baseball. They have some awful, awful pitching. Starting rotation's bad. The bullpen's bad. Colorado, 35.5% chance to win. Arizona, a 64.5% chance to win. Diamondbacks are 1.5 run favorites, 11.5 over under. Whenever you see a double-digit over-under, it is usually a Colorado Rockies game. Right now, Colorado, plus 150. Arizona, minus 180. The Diamondbacks are averaging 4.9 runs per game, hitting 251, 171 home runs. A lot of power. 81 steals and a 4.54 runs a game. The Rockies, 3.7 runs per game, 237 batting average, 123 home runs, 63 steals and a 6.0 runs per game, which is actually lower than where it was last week, where it's 6.03. So they are pitching better, even if it's only 0.03. When it's in the sixes, you'll take anything that you can get. On the mound for the Diamondbacks, Eduardo Rodriguez, 4-7 record, 4.68 ERA, 103 innings, 105 strikeouts. He's given up 131 hits. That is really bad. He's loading the bases here. Can the Rockies turn those runners into runs, though? That's the issue. Bradley Blaylock going for Colorado, 1-3 record, 7.89 ERA. Gosh, 43.1 innings, 22 strikeouts. These are some awful numbers from both of these pitchers here. This could be a home run derby. Could be a lot of runs scored here. Whenever you have a buttload of runs being scored, anything can happen. I don't do this often. I'm going to go with the Colorado Rockies pulling off the upset. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over here. Guys, that's our breakdowns, our predictions, our picks, our best bets for all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Thursday, August 14th. There was 7 games in total, but like I said, some really good games. First things first, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, drop the comment below, whether you agree, disagree, doesn't matter. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. There's 3 tiers in total. If you click on that link down there, you can sign up, and I would definitely appreciate it. And of course, as always, thank all of you guys for watching. And no matter what you do today, make sure to get a bunch of sources together. Just see what makes the most sense for you. There's only 7 games. You have to be very picky, very choosy on wherever we go today. Thank you guys, and have a good one.